I hate Nintendo. Yeah, I said it. And if that pisses you off, then good. Sit down and listen. Because I didn't come to this decision lightly. I grew up on Nintendo. I loved Nintendo. And that's why it feels like I'm talking about an abusive ex when I say Nintendo has been evil and greedy and vindictive for a long damn time. As a kid, man, my Game Boy Advance library was insane. I had more cartridges than pockets. I couldn't carry them all. I have played every Zelda game. I've beaten at least half of them. I have bought every single Pokemon up until Sun and Moon. Yeah, I personally bankrolled this nonsense. I'm sorry. Fire Emblem, Mario, the old Final Fantasies. These games were my entire childhood, man. And I own every Nintendo console up until the Switch 2. 'Cause that's where I draw the line. So then, if I loved them this much, why do I hate them now? Because Nintendo makes some of the best games in history, while acting like one of the most toxic corpo scumbags in the industry. They've always been wolves dressed like Pikachu, and I'm gonna prove it. First off, they nuke fan projects out of existence like it's their favorite minigame. Anybody remember AM2R? How about Pokemon Uranium? They love doing this shit. They're evil. They treat emulation like it's a frickin' war crime, while offering their own classics at the worst, laziest, most overpriced ways possible. They used to have a kind of decent little Nintendo arcade back on the Wii. Yeah, they scrapped all that so they could charge you double. And speaking of their online services, it's a joke. It feels like you're logging into AOL on a dial-up machine half the time. They're completely behind the times. Then there's Joy-Con drift. Do I even need to say it? It's a joke. And from what I hear, it also affects their new console too, so they didn't fix it. They didn't feel embarrassed by their failures. They just wanted you to buy it again. And you will, because you're a good little pay piggy, aren't you? Oh, and they'll happily charge you $60 for a game that's older than you are, without even pretending to add anything new or valuable. Ooh, we upscaled it. Oh, we made it 60 frames per sec. Man, you can do that with an emulator. But now we get to the real reason why I'm so ticked off currently. The Pocket Pair situation. It's not just a lawsuit. Man, it's a hit job. They're filing new patents mid-lawsuit, trying to claim mechanics they didn't invent. It's not protecting their brand or their IP or whatever nonsense they try to spin. This is corporate terrorism. It's murder in the courtroom, and the judge is letting it happen. And here's the kicker. Once they lock down an idea, they don't use those ideas anymore. They just sit on it like a dragon hoarding treasure they don't intend to spend. Eternal Darkness had a brilliant sanity system. Patented. You'll never see it again. Nintendo has no interest in making horror games. But they don't want you to make them either. That system was so friggin' good. It could have sparked a whole new wave of horror games. But no, Nintendo would rather kill it than let anyone else play with their toys. Screw them. And it's even older than that. Nintendo has been doing this since they were founded. I don't want to get into the whole Yakuza ties, but look into it. There's some history with them in card games, and it ain't pretty. But after that, when they became a games company, I've got a real easy example. Shozo Kaga, the creator of Fire Emblem. Check this out. At the peak of this man's game, Nintendo shoves him out the door. And then, when he tries to make his own games, they went after him with their lawyers. That's exactly what they're doing to Pocket Pair now. Same song, different stage. They are just picking targets because they don't want competition. And because Nintendo is a market leader somehow, the rest of the industry copies their worst ideas. Cartridges that don't contain the full game? Well, everyone's doing that now. Games, DLC, and consoles price creeping up and up and up, and then using, tariffs as an excuse? Other publishers saw Nintendo get away with it, and hell yeah, they want free money. Nintendo doesn't just screw over Nintendo fans. Nintendo screws us all over when they pull this shit. So that's why. That's the reason why I am morally opposed to Nintendo. I don't hate them because they make bad games. Their games are incredible. I hate them because every dollar I spend on them goes to a company that sues the fans, strangles innovation, bullies competition, and sets the industry on fire in the worst way. I hate Nintendo. I'll say it again. I hate Nintendo. I love Zelda. I love Mario. I love Pokemon. Well, I used to love Pokemon. You get it. But I hate Nintendo. They've been pulling this crap for decades. They just used to be a little bit better about hiding it. Now they're loud and proud and daring enough to keep us buying anyway. Because, let's be honest, if you're a Nintendo fan, like a fanboy Nintendo fan, you clicked off as soon as you heard the first line. You aren't sticking around for this part. This part's for me and the other people in the audience who actually still kind of want good games without the monkey's paw strangling them to death. And as unlikely as it is, if anyone at Nintendo happens to be watching, screw you. Stop suing the fans for being fans. Stop patent trolling your mechanics like you own them. Stop dragging gaming through the mud. Until then, I'll just keep on hating. Yep, hater gonna hate. You can't stop me. I'll keep loving the games that I love, but as far as the corporation goes, well, YouTube won't exactly let me say what I'm really thinking. If you're still listening, for everyone out there, I beg you, stop buying Nintendo. Don't do it. I have found dozens, hundreds of amazing free indie games that blow them out of the water. The kind of magic that Nintendo used to have. You don't need Nintendo in order to have Pokemon, or Mario, or Zelda, or Fire Emblem. I want to dedicate my channel to showing you ways to not play Nintendo games anymore. If you'll stick around, that's what I'll show you. And until next time, well, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm getting there. A few hundred more. Keep it up, guys.